Hi darling, welcome back to the channel. How are you doing? How have you been? Thank you so much for the love of my previous videos. We are climbing up gradually. If this is your first time of stopping by this channel, you're so very much welcome. On this channel there's a whole lot of love to go around, so kindly stick around. So babes, in today's video we'll be talking about how we can keep our coochie, our kitty, our honey pot healthy and happy. I know I've been sharing a lot lately when it comes to doing the do and all of that, but I realized I haven't really talked about how you can keep your feminine part happy and healthy. So that's why I decided to make this quick video for you, my sweet lovers. So without further ado, let's dive right into the content. So I'll be referring to our lady part as the kitty. As we all know, the kitty has its own natural smell. Whether you like it or not, there's a distinctive smell to each and every individual kitty. So expect that it's going to have a smell. It's going to have its own natural odor. So I really can't give you a particular way it should smell, but individually, depending on your hygiene level and your discharge, your kitty has its own smell. So what I'll say is, you don't want to do anything that will alter this smell. Don't put yourself on that high horse of having a floral scent, yummy scent and all. No, it just has its own scent. You don't need to do much. Leave it, let it just do its thing. So don't try using anything, any fragrance filled wash or fragrance filled wipe or something to get that place smelling all floral and sweet and all. No, let it be. Go in with things that are fragrance free for that place, because you don't want anything that's going to affect the pH balance of your kitty, because if anything should affect the pH balance, you would be prone to infection. So just accept the fact that this thing has its own natural smell. The only time you want to get yourself worried is when the smell is different from your natural body, when the smell is fishy or it has a very strong potent smell oozing from that place. So that's the only time you should be worried, and that's when you need to visit your doctor or your gynecologist. The second thing I'll be talking about is lubrication. So naturally, your kitty is expected to lubricate itself, especially when you are in the mood to do the do, to get it down with your man. So the kitty itself lubricates itself, so you don't need to do too much. But in cases where the whole thing, you were not prepared and it's an emergency, most times the sensation doesn't get down there to the extent of it lubricating itself. So at times it stays dry, or it might not be as lubricated as it's expected to be, so which in turn leads to the use of lubricants. So now when we're talking about lubricants, use lubricants that are specifically made for that purpose. Don't go into using oils, petroleum jellies, and please don't do oxalate style. Don't go ahead and allow anybody to do oxalate style with you by using saliva. No, please. Saliva alone can actually introduce infection to your kitty. So please use only lubricants that are specifically made solely for that purpose. Okay, no oxalate style, no using groundnut oil, no using Vaseline, any petroleum jelly whatsoever. Please try and keep this sister healthy. She's a sister like you, so please try and keep it healthy. Now let's talk about cleaning up. Let's always try to wipe from front to back, not from back to front, especially in cases where you have to visit the restroom and you have to do both number 1 and number 2. You don't want to transfer whatever dirt you have from your rectum to your ureter or the opening of your kitty. please try as much as possible to wipe. When you're wiping, you wipe from front to back, not from back to front. So you go from front to back. This will keep that area free of any bacteria or dirt that might want to transfer from your rectum after doing the number 2 to your kitty. So try as much as possible to avoid doing this. You might not know when you're transferring the dirt and germs, so please try as much as possible to clean from front to back. Another thing you want to do is to monitor your discharge. We know across the cycle every month the consistency, the texture, the color of your discharge changes as you're closing. I think during ovulation there's a texture and a color you're meant to expect. When you're off your period, there's what you expect. But whenever you see something that is different from the normal discharge that comes out of your kitty, especially when it's cheesy, when it's extremely gray, extremely yellow, or has a green tint to it or red tint to it, you need to rush to your gynecologist or your doctor, because this might actually mean infection. It could be yeast infection, it could be STI, it could be anything. So always try as much as possible to monitor what your discharge looks like, the consistency, the change in color, and all of that, and most likely and probably the symptoms that comes with it as well. So you just want to monitor this across every month. Don't because it was like this last month it's going to be like that the same month. And no, you want to make sure you're monitoring the consistency, like how it's been, the texture, the color, everything that pertains to your discharge. Okay, this would not leave your kitty neglected, so you just want to do this as well. Also, I know I said this in one of my video of what you should do after going down with your man after sex. So yeah, I'll be saying it again in this video. Always pee after sex, always pee after so I'd say you should always pee after sex. This will help cleanse your urinary tract of any dirt or any bacteria that might want to find its way up there. Even if it's just oral sex, always pee after as well. Reason being that the mouth that is giving you this oral whatever has actually eaten, has actually you don't know if it's straight from the bath. Maybe they just had their teeth washed or something, mouth washed rather. So you just want to make sure you pee after. Germs as well, yeast as well, dirt as well can actually transfer from the mouth to the kitty. So when you are receiving oral sex, also be cautious, and also remember to pee afterwards as well. You don't just want to pee only after penetration. Even when the hands are involved, you want to pee. Please always pee after any form of action between your kitty and another thing, be it sex toys, be it oral, be it penetration, be it fingering or anything. Just make sure to pee. Last thing I'll be talking about is our diet. I've always shared a lot of beneficial stuff on this channel, but I'll also pinch it in here. Your diet is very important. Whatever you eat can actually contribute to the health of your kitty. So make sure you're eating your fruits always. I always rave about cranberries and pineapple. So please make sure you're eating your fruit always. Try as much as possible to reduce the quantity of red meat you take, garlic, granite and co. This can affect the smell of your kitty, but when you balance it with fruits such as watermelon, pineapple, cranberry, apples, they are going to help balance everything, where you have a normal kitty, a normal smelling kitty, and an healthy kitty. So please always put this in. And also you want to invest in probiotics. Probiotics are also very, very good for us to have as women. These are like the main thing. I think the best is boric acid. So you want to make sure you invest in probiotic as well. You don't just want to look healthy outside, you also want your kitty, which is like the main part of you as a woman, to be healthy and happy. So darling, this has brought us to the end of the video. I hope you learned a thing or two. If you have any suggestion for me, anything you would like me to talk about, I'm open to share with you girls. So drop it in the comment section for me. Also remember to share my content with your friends and family. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Your girl is on her way to 1,000. Why don't you just help me by sharing, like, subscribe, you know, let other people see what we are enjoying on this channel. So please subscribe if you haven't. Don't go off without liking, don't go off without dropping a comment, even if it's just a small emoji. Don't go without dropping a comment. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.